Silly yet satisfying if a tad repetitive, One Military Camp is a colorful wartime simulator that's less about war and more about time. Take control of One Military Camp, the last line of defense against the nefarious Dragon and his not-quite-cracked team of soldiers, spies, and chronic sneezers. Under the tough-love tutelage of Sergeant Hawkins, you'll slowly turn the tattered and empty OMC into a 100-plus strong army of snipers and chefs, spies and sleep specialists, mechanics and machine gunners, tank commanders and comms operatives, aviators, infantry, security guards, researchers, you name it. One Military Camp got it. But does it got good scores? Let's put One Military Camp under the microscope to find out. Fans of management sims and/or Full Metal Jacket will feel right at home at One Military Camp, as it hits all the highs and lows of the genre. Don't worry, it doesn't hit all the lows of the movie. Put simply, you're tasked with sorting through legions of recruits to find people suited to do one of a handful of jobs: soldier, maintenance, chef, medic, security guard, and researcher. Every recruit can then boost its speed, strength, intelligence, and accuracy, hit prerequisite stat thresholds, and your soldiers can then specialize into one of 18 tiered classes from artillery to super soldier. Note that each tier requires soldiers to meet more and more of those stat thresholds, and each of One Military Camp's 100 missions require different combinations of specialists. Thus, the vast majority of your time will be spent micromanaging stat bars, sending soldiers from one training center to another to ensure they're on track to meet those thresholds necessary to specialize. I'm admittedly bored just summarizing this gameplay dynamic, but I promise it's not quite as tedious as it sounds. While OMC could and definitely should look to reduce some of the micro involved in this process, the game's UI does a solid job of helping you navigate it, not to mention alert you to issues in your base. Enter the other side of One Military Camp: maintenance. In addition to housing, powering, and feeding your legion, staff can catch colds or worse, laziness, and require medical attention for it, or in the case of laziness, brainwashing, and/or torture. Meanwhile, researchers are used to unlock new specialists and upgrade buildings, thereby improving camp efficiency, and security guards are used to stop Dragon spies. And the first time they bombed a building of mine, all of my Ixion PTSD came flooding back. Luckily, you can set up watchtowers to catch these spies in the act, and your maintenance crew, aka the real MVPs of OMC, can repair anything quickly and cheaply, meaning you'll never suffer those backbreaking setbacks. Of course, all of this costs money, and if you dip too deep into the red, it's game over. While you can take out loans, the best path to fiscal stability is liberating territories. After assembling the right crew for the job, make sure their collective battle rank is enough to guarantee victory, else you risk failing the mission and losing soldiers. Good thing you can save scum and try again. As of right now, missions simply consist of this little progress bar, but the game's roadmap does suggest more mission interactivity, and a sandbox mode is planned for the future. Speaking of, I'm about a third of the way through One Military Camp's lengthy campaign, so I plan on posting an update video with final thoughts when the game goes 1.0 later this year. For now, I leave you with the following scores. Until next time, this is Scope, and thanks for watching.